Hello guys, Tree Climber 8 back here at my Wookiee Industrials facility with our RedPower flying machine. So, last two episodes we've been working on building this motor here. You can see it looks fairly complex down here. Now that we have that done and functioning, hopefully, we need to build the actual frame which this motor is going to power. So, first off, let's start out with a little bit of planning. Always a good idea. Nice spot over here. So, let's say, for example, that this 3x3 structure here is that. Okay? So now we need to plan out how the rest of the ship goes. So, there are several things that you can do. One of them is you can just kind of make it kind of like this, have the motor in the back and then, have like a little point coming out here, be like your ship. Alright, but mind you, this thing can't turn degrees, it can only go the four kind of cardinal directions along with up and down. So when you're going back to your station, you're going to be up here looking that way with the ship moving backwards. That's not going to be good. Also, if you decide to go sideways, your OCD may kill you. That is, of course, assuming you have OCD. If you don't, you may be one of the luckier ones. So I've come up with a design, kind of something along these lines. Kind of like a force-pointed ninja star thingy. Kind of like that. Alright, so just a little bit of clarification here. The stuff with the iron covers, or panels, yep, they're panels, my bad. Stuff with the iron panels is that the other stuff is going to kind of be the living quarters, storage and living and stuff. Then on top of this here, we're going to have the batteries and probably the central control room. So, we need to start building this. So let's see here. Probably can kind of come out like so. Just make it slightly boring. Okay. Maybe something like that on each side. Come on. And just, it's going to be something like, this here is going to be our interior space on this side. It's probably going to be like a door or something here. And here it's going to kind of come out, do the same thing, and probably going to have like something like this kind of here. Yeah, I like that. Gives us one, we're going to have like this here, so it gives us one space to walk around. A little bit of space to walk around. Alright. So, I'm going to continue copying this down on the other sides, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so, after doing that, we've got kind of a four-pointed star here, and the battery room, and this is going to turn into, we have to move the solar panels up, and this is going to turn into the battery room. I kind of have walls here with access doors. Hopefully I'll be able to put doors there, otherwise I'll probably just leave them open. So, you can see here, to walk around nicely, a fair amount of space on each side. So now we need to build this up and kind of make it smaller. To do that, I should probably determine how high I'm going to want this. Maybe something like that. Yeah. You don't want this getting too big. Yeah, probably something like this. Yeah, that'll do. So then we can just have some batteries in here. And then up here, this is probably going to end up being like the main control room. Alright guys, so now that we have this, a nice little battery room. I'm going to have to move these, so I'll do that later. So up here, we're going to want to make this smaller, because we kind of want this to come to like a point at the top, really like kind of like what it did at the bottom. See down here, it came to a nice point. Up here, we want to do somewhat the same. To do that, we're going to have to find the center. Oh, right along here. Right here is the center. Alright, there's the center. So maybe like... we only need like one computer for this one. For when we're programming it to tell it what to do. Only gonna need one computer. So yeah. And yes, that is how I'm planning to do it. Instead of this system over here, which I originally had to move my tester. But this system here is where you have to push a button for each one. What I was thinking of doing is implementing computer craft and the fact that it can use the... where'd it go? The fact that it can use the wireless transmitter. I don't seem to have any. But the fact that it can use wireless transmitters on one side and use it kind of as like a peripheral, so then it can, I guess, not have to, only have to use one wireless transmitter to do what, to access all of them. So I think we'll have this be 2 away. Here we go. Probably want to replace that with like glass or something, maybe, so we can see where we're going. But anyway, here's this idea. And then also, of course, we're going to have like access ladders or something coming up. And then here. Okay, so I need to have this at least here. So that's going to have to come up kind of like that. Maybe I can leave it like so, bring it up 1 block along here. And maybe... How to make this work? Yeah, we're probably gonna have to do this. Okay. So I think that's how we're gonna do the roof. Alright guys, got the roof done. Actually doesn't look half bad. Definitely gonna have to come back with these later and make it look decent. So, now we're just gonna have to finish up this here. Probably gonna want glass here. Right where you are. Let's see. I think it will work if I have glass along there. Okay. So I also have glass right there. Alright, so I'm kind of liking this. Got to have the corners in. Dang. Okay, so this here is going to be our control room. We have a computer somewhere, maybe here. Likely here, yeah. And then you can just kind of control it by accessing this interface and then just typing it out the commands. That we're going to have to do later, after, of course, we actually make this look, you know, half decent. You know, cover it up, kind of. Oh. Oh yeah, there we go. That's already starting to look better. Alright, so. Alrighty then. Still not sure what that is, even what mod pack that's from. So I'm just as clueless as you guys about those explosions. So yeah, I think between this episode and next, I'm gonna cover this, or at least get the outside done, maybe a little bit of the inside. Next episode, we're probably going to be doing a little bit of like the interior furnishings, stuff like that. Probably putting some chests down, crafting benches, stuff like that. Stuff that you'll need if you want to make this like a mobile home. Not sure about the bed issue, to be totally honest. I mean, it may work, it may not. I'm not entirely certain. So, with that, I'm going to end this episode here, and see you later. Bye.